As a business owner, you can easily trade your BTC on the Binance platform for fiat currency. Now, the reason why we love Bitcoin, Binance is the fact that Binance has the P2P marketplace, which gives you the opportunity to bypass government restrictions in the country. So, as a Nigerian, you're an individual that does jobs that you get paid in Bitcoin, or are a freelancer. You want to be aware that you can easily convert your crypto assets without having any government restrictions placed on your account. Now, this is one of the orders we've completed so far. This is one of the most recent one. It says that the buyers marked P2P order, so you can easily buy or sell any of your crypto assets. I'm going to show you guys all the step-by-step process, so you want to stay tuned to the end of this video. Now, first and foremost, you need to create an account on Binance. We'll be dropping a link in the description box to give you access to free discounts when you use the link to sign up on Binance. Once you use the link to sign up on Binance, you can access Binance through the web version or through the mobile app. So on the web version, once you've downloaded, once you're on the mobile app version, once you've downloaded the app, you want to go over to the P2P trading that you're currently seeing on my screen. So once you have your account funded with some amount of crypto assets such as Bitcoin, and in this scenario, I'm going to go over to our wallet. We currently have some amount of Bitcoin in our spot wallet, which is worth about $11. All we need to do is to transfer this BTC to our funding wallet so we can easily sell this BTC for fiat currency. So I'm going to click on Max. Once you click on Max, click on Confirm Transfer. I'm going to click on Confirm Transfer. Once you've successfully confirmed your transfer, you can refresh. I'm going to refresh. Are you going to see that our funds have been successfully transferred to our funding wallet? Now, the funding wallet is where you can get access to sell this amount of Bitcoin. You can see your Bitcoin here, 0.003056. You click on the P2P order. Once you click on the P2P order, it's going to take you directly to the Binance P2P marketplace. On the Binance P2P marketplace, you can decide to fund or you can decide to sell your Bitcoin for fiat using any of the methods. Once you click on the drop down icon here, you'll be shown the P2P trading zone, express zone, and the block trade zone. Now, the block trade zone is for users who have a very huge amount of crypto asset that they want to sell off. So it's more preferably you go to the block trade zone, as it is the fastest way to push through or sell those that amount of Bitcoin. So you don't want to stay in the P2P section. It usually comprises of users who sell, but the bulk load comprise of users who sell a whole lot more than what you can find in the Binance P2P arena. So let's say you have some amount of Bitcoin worth about $5 million, or you have amount of Bitcoin worth about 5 million Naira. That's in the Naira fiat for Nigeria currency. You want to use the block trade since it's a very huge amount of sum. Also, as a new beginner, the express zone is made available for you. The express zone is a zone where you are easily matched by the Binance auto or bot, or the Binance matching system. It matches you with any seller that can be able to satisfy your needs in the best way possible. So all you need to do is to select the amount you want to trade, and you can push through with your transaction. I'm going to click on the express zone. Once you click on the express zone, it's going to request for you to input the amount you want to buy or sell. Since you want to sell Bitcoin, you click on the sell option, and you want to change this USDT to BTC. So I'm going to click on BTC. Once you click on BTC, it's going to tell you the available amount of BTC in your account. You can click on max. This is the max amount we have in our account. Then the reference price that we're going to be selling these BTC is about 23 million Naira. That's the Naira equivalent for these for one BTC. You click on sell with zero fee. It's going to tell you that the selling minimum selling quantity is from 0.0001 BTC. So this is one of the limitations you might find when you want to sell your Bitcoin using the express mode. But however, if you do have more than that amount, you want to click on it, and it's going to take you directly to a merchant that is going to sell your BTC. Now we need to go over to the P2P section. The P2P section, the good thing about the P2P section is that it comprises of users that sell from whichever amount you want to buy. So a minimum of 1,000 Naira, you can decide to trade from 1,000 Naira to about, you can decide to trade from 1,000 Naira and above. So that is one of the good things. Unlike the express option, you might be limited to the amount or the minimum amount that is required for you to trade. Now, the concept of the P2P express zone or the express zone is that most times it tends to match you with a verified merchant on the platform. Now, verified merchants are the ones that usually come with this logo, with a tick, a yellow logo from Binance. It tells you that these merchants have been verified or vetted by Binance. So they are really one of the most trusted users that you can trade with on the Binance P2P marketplace. However, there are still other techniques you can use in trading successfully with unverified merchants, and most merchants might not have the opportunity to have the requirements needed to become a verified merchant. So you also want to look at some other possibilities and details that you can use to safeguard yourself when trading on the Binance P2P marketplace. Now, once you're logged into the Binance P2P marketplace, you can decide to change your fiat currency. But for my fiat currency, we're leaving it at NGN. If it is at USD, you want to click on the currency, which is NGN, and select it. So on default, it's on NGN, which is a Nigerian currency, Nigerian Naira. Once you're done with that, you can also decide to filter or filter your. You can also decide to filter your the options that you're currently being shown. Then the payment method is currently available for you to impute the means at which users will pay you. Now for this payment method, you can see our bank details, which we've selected, and you can click on the add payment method. Once you click on the add payment method, it's going to take you directly to the Binance method for the Binance payment method, where you can decide to select whichever method you want to receive your payment in. So if you prefer bank transfer, or if you prefer whichever method, you want to click on either bank transfer, or you want to check the all payment method that is available. So you can easily either sell this your bank this your Bitcoin for whichever cryptocurrency, or for you can easily receive your payment into, maybe you have an advanced cash account, or you have a PayPal account. You want to sell your Bitcoin to PayPal, whichever means you can easily choose any of the payment method, and you'll be requested to impute the details for that payment method. So let's say you have PayPal, or you have a Neteller. Let's say you have PayPal. All you need to do is to click on PayPal. Let's say you have PayPal, or you have a Wire, that's a TransferWise, or International Swift, or whichever account. All you need to do is to click on it, or Western Union, to click on it. And once you click on it, you'll be requested to input the details needed that the user or the person you want to sell to can be able to use to pay you. So that being said, we're going to leave ours as bank transfer, since we want to convert our Bitcoin to fiat currency. So once you've set your payment method, you want to know how to select the best person that will show you or who can be able to sell your BTC to. Now, on the Binance peer-to-peer marketplace, the Binance offers users or shows users the cheapest possible prices on the platform. So when you go over to the Binance platform, currently we are on the buy section. So you want to click on the sell section, since you want to sell your BTC. So on the sell section, the cheapest price you can sell your BTC, or the most beneficial price, is at 23,330,000 Naira. The next one is 23,250,000 Naira. Now, if you see here the payment method, you can see that most of the users that are currently selling their BTC, that you can sell your BTC to, are currently the cheapest ones. The limit being for Baker's 24 is currently at from 4 million. It sells from 4 million to about 50 million Naira. So this first user has done 254 trades on my screen here, and also he has a completion rate of 74.49%. So Binance creates these statistics bases so that users can be able to identify users that are worthy of trading, worthy of transacting with on the platform. So for this other user, Aminu 003, he has a cheap price for BTC, but he currently only accepts users that want to buy BTC or Bitcoin from 35,000 to about $748,000 Naira. Now, what you need to do to slim down or to filter these out faster, You click on the payment method, which is bank transfer. Since we want to convert our Bitcoin to fiat, click on bank transfer. Then I think the amount we have is currently about, you can decide to put the amount you want. Let's say the minimum, let's put 1,000 naira. You click on confirm. So it's going to apparently filter out the users who are not currently selling their Bitcoin with that price. So it's going to show you the minimum price, which is about 23. This user short trades is currently accepting users who wants to buy Bitcoin or who wants to sell their Bitcoin from 1,000 naira to 3,000 naira. So all you need to do is to click on the one that suits you. Now, we do recommend you check out for the completion rate, the amount of trades. The amount of trades shows the experience that these users have, and it also shows a level of confidence that these users have been on the platform for a long period of time and are currently trustworthy. So once you are sure, so you want to check out the trades for short trade, which is the number one here, 23 million naira. Is currently has done 465 trades, 79.76% completion rate. Now we do suggest you trade with users that has a completion rate at least for a minimum. It should be from 90% to 100%. Although on rare cases, we also do recommend you can decide to trade with users that have from 80% and above. But that being said, you also want to put into other factors into consideration. Now, Bliss Exchange is currently has done 1,777 trades and 86.94% completion rate. It accepts orders from 1,000 naira to 1 million naira. Now, the completion rate can be affected by some several factors. It could be network issues. It could also be fraudulent issues from the other end of the user, or it could also be there are sometimes you want to make transfers or you want to make a payment. You want to know that Binance usually gives a time frame for you to complete your payment. That being said, there are times you might do a transfer and the transfer take might take longer to reflect on the user account. So those are some basic concepts or basic issues you want to know as regards completion rate. But however, you want to also take note of the requirements before you start the trade, and you can also chat with the user, the individual merchants here that are currently buying. You can chat with them for them to relate with them to know if they are online to attend to you as soon as possible. Now, let's say you want to this trade with Bliss Exchange. Bliss Exchange currently is the cheapest, 22 million naira, 22 million naira, 725,000 naira. So it's the most, is buying at this rate, is the most beneficial rate for you. The next rate is buying at 22,628,000 naira for BTC. So there's about 100, I think there's about 100,000 naira difference between Bliss Exchange and Mutilibi Exchange. Now, Mutilibi has a completion rate of 93%, 71 trades, and I think it's still a good goal if you want to click a transaction with it. Now, all of them are set bank transfers. So all you need to do once you've put your bank account number, your bank account name must tally with your account name. So all you need to do is to select the amount of BTC you want to sell. So since you want to sell all our BTC, I'm going to click on all. The payment method, you click on select payment method, and it's going to show you the payment method you've choose. If you've not chosen a payment method, you want to click on add bank transfer, and you can also, once you click on add bank transfer, you can impute the bank transfer details that you want to be credited with. I'm going to click on the one available here, bank transfer. Once I'm done with that, you also want to take note of the requirement. The amount that will be paid for you for this worth of BTC is currently 6,948 naira, 40 kobo. Now it says, attention, please read the following terms and conditions carefully. Failure to comply might result in failed transaction and financial loss. So the payment window is the time frame at which this transaction will be completed. So 45 minutes. So you want to determine if 45 minutes is okay for you. If you think it's not okay for you, you might want to look for other users that can treat your transaction faster. So there are users that might treat your transaction from 15 minutes to about 45 minutes, and 15 minutes is usually very recommended. Now it says, ensure you read your terms before opening trade with me. If you know you won't be online to release trade within 3 minutes, press please don't bother to open trade, or else I say Union, Fidelity, and First Bank users, stay away from my ad. I don't pay Kobo. I don't pay third-party account. So these are the terms and conditions this user has. So you want to take note of these terms and conditions. Now, that being said, I'm going to click on the uh, Bliss Exchange. Click on Bliss Exchange. So once you click on the Bliss Exchange, you can be able to see the list of feedbacks that this user has gotten so far. So you want to see people's comments and the completion rate, as well as any other statistics of this user. So he's a verified user. He has done email, SMS, and KYC. Now, the good thing about the P2P, the Binance P2P, is the fact that Binance has the escrow option, so which means it can easily mitigate issues of risk where you can make a payment, or you can a user can make a payment for a BTC and you don't get credited, or you can decide to sell your BTC and you end up falling prey of a victim of fraud or so. So Binance has this in place. Then also you want to know that the Binance platform has a active customer support, where if you have any issues, you can easily relate with the Binance and team. So now for this trade, we're going to look at the next person, Wealth 6223. So Word 6223, let's see how fast Word 6223 can be able to attend to us. So his trade is from 15 minutes, payment window, Word 6223. Say don't use anything that has to do with crypto transaction in payment, no third-party account. Only make payments with your account that have same name, no quick teller transfer, no POS transfer, no ATM. And do not make payment from someone else's bank. Please don't use any crypto related words, okay, to avoid CBN banning my account. So this is it. So since we want to sell, I think this is a good user. You can click on all and select our payment method. Then click on refresh. Okay, you can also refresh price, because most times the prices you can change. So click on all. You can see we'll be paid. We're going to get 6,900 naira for this transaction. I'll click on accept. So once you click on accept, you can go over to the chat section. The payment window will be open and you can see your order number. Said to avoid asset loss. So these are the terms and conditions. So all you need to do, you can go over to the chat option. So you will take note of the time frame. The time frame is currently counting from 15 minutes. It's currently now to about 14.55 seconds. So you can click on the chat option. You can also decide to call this user. Then you can click on, you can just type anything and tell them that you're online. Please make payment. You can decide to say, please make payment. So you can decide to write, please make payment, and the user could reply you. If you have any issues, you can easily click on the report issue if you want to report this user. But if you don't want to, if you must have a good reason for reporting them. Maybe you want to report them for trade order, fraud, or trading order scam, advertisement conditions, or reasonable other reasons. So that's for malicious behavior. So you can easily utilize them to do that. But basically, it's a safe platform for you to use. We've been using the Binance platform for up to more than 2 years now, so it's very safe for us. And coupled with the restrictions in the country, we've been able to bypass those restrictions. So we're going to wait for our account to be credited. Once our account is credited, we'll come back and complete this video tutorial. So that being said, you also want to take note of the Binance P2P system. The Binance P2P system is a Binance P2P escrow service, gives users the comfort or the ability to whenever you initiate a transaction, the amount of crypto asset that you've initiated. So in this scenario, we just initiated that we want to sell convert our fiat, our Bitcoin to fiat. So Binance, what Binance does is that Binance will hold that amount of crypto, that Bitcoin, which we've made interest for, hold the amount of Bitcoin, and the user will now have to make payments to us. So once the user make payments to us, Binance will notify us that the user has made payments. That we need, then all you need to do is to confirm your payment. Now you want to make sure that the user, you've gotten your alert before you confirm that you've received payment. Because if you confirm you've received payment and it turns out that you didn't receive payment, you can also resolve the issue, but it might take a little bit more stressful condition. It might take a little bit more stressful scenario. So you want to be aware of this, and you want to click on confirm only when you've sure you've gotten the payment in your account. Now, to safeguard the user who is making payment first or initiating a transaction first, what Binance does is the P2P escrow service. Binance seizes your crypto asset, your Bitcoin. So when Binance seizes your crypto asset, which is worth about 6,904, when Binance seizes it, so it says here, you want to see, it says the buyer has marked P2P order, please release crypto asset. Now we're going to wait for this crypto asset. We're going to wait to see if this crypto asset has been if it has been sent. So we're going to wait for our alert. So you want to know that Binance will give you the chance to make verification. So it says here, as marked the P2P order, please confirm that you have received the payment and release the assets. Please note, please make sure to log into your account and confirm that you received the payment before releasing the assets to avoid loss. To avoid loss, you want to put this into consideration. Now, also, one thing you need to know is that on the Binance platform, you also want to know that to safeguard the user, Binance seizes your crypto assets, and once you've given Binance the order that you've seen your assets or you've seen the payment, Binance now releases it to this user. Now, in a scenario where a user makes payment to you and you refuse to release the assets, and you refuse to confirm that you received the assets, the payment will be with you, but the crypto assets which you've initiated will be held by Binance. So until both parties have concluded or agreed on a particular conclusion, Binance will not release the asset. That particular conclusion will include the fact that either the user tells Binance that he made payment and he did not get back the funds needed to compensate or he did not get the Bitcoin he made payment for. Binance will now have to request for bank statement. So Binance will tell the user to bring their bank statement. Then you also will also need to bring your bank statement. Now, if you fail to bring your bank statement after the set period of time, Binance will have no other choice than to release the crypto assets to the merchant who paid you, and Binance will also put your account on some restrictions, as well as a penalty for causing for the fraudulent activity. So you want to take note of that. So Binance, you can easily raise an appeal, or the user can easily raise an appeal. So that's one good measure about the Binance P2P marketplace. Now we're going to wait a little bit to see until we get the alerts. Let's wait for, or you can easily go to your bank account to go check and confirm. So I'm going to go back to our bank account to go confirm if we've gotten payment or not. So guys, we just bought some amount of crypto assets, or we just bought a recharge card from our account, and you can see that we've not gotten the alert yet. We just got debit alert, so we're currently still waiting for the bank to show us the alert before we release this crypto. So this is one way you can, if you are having network issues, you can decide to buy a recharge card from your bank, or you can decide to check it directly if you've seen it. So we are going to wait a little bit more for this to reflect in our account before we release the crypto asset. Now, you also want to take note of the fact that Binance gives you, you can decide to tell the user, waiting for alert. So they are aware that you've not seen the alert. So you can just put waiting for alert. Then also you want to know that Binance gives you a certain amount of time to also complete your transactions. But however, Binance lets all users know that it is very much important for you to confirm that you received a particular crypto asset, but confirm that you received a payment before you part away with the crypto asset, or before you give Binance the go ahead to part away with your crypto asset. So Binance stands as the middleman between you and the user. So whenever a transaction is initiated, Binance is the middleman that holds the crypto assets or holds the amount of funds, so that once one party completes it, they can release it to you immediately. So we just go finally notify that we've gotten payment for the amount. So you want to take note of the time. It took way too long for this transaction, but however, we told the user to send us a receipt, and then these are the transactions of our transactions with the user. So this is how it is. So once you're done with it, you can now go over to the Binance platform to release the crypto assets. So you also want to take note that do not release crypto before confirming that money has arrived in your bank account. So since we have gotten the money already, you can also use the call option if you want to call the user. We're now going to go over to the P2P, go over to the P2P section. Here you see your orders that are currently running. Click on your order history. It will notify you to click on release. So you can click on payment received. I have received the correct amount and confirm to release my crypto. So click on confirm. A notification code will be sent to you to confirm that you are the one pushing through with these automation. So all you need to do is to confirm. It says 797257. So you want to put the code 797297. Submit. Okay. 797257. So you put the input correct code, and Binance, once you're done with this, it now gives Binance the authority to release the crypto assets to the seller or the person that bought the crypto asset from you, the Bitcoin from you. So this is it. We have successfully sold our Bitcoin. So this is how you do it in Nigeria. This is how we've been doing it in Nigeria. So as a Nigerian, this is one of the best methods we recommend. It's usually very fast. It's usually very fast. Most times within 2 minutes, your transactions are done. Binance has a lot of volume of users. The liquidity on Binance is very much, and this helps. And the number of users on the Binance platform is very much. So it helps. It helps users get access to easy withdrawals and buys in the platform. So you can decide to put positive or negative depending on your trading experience. But ours, we can say it's positive since we got the payment, and as well as the fact that I think apparently everything went well. Everything went well. Although there was a little bit delay, but overall, those could be associated with network issues. So this is it. This is how easy it is. So you can now go over to your account, and you're okay to go. So guys, don't forget to like our video, subscribe, and also thanks for watching. Any questions, let us know, and we'll attend to you as soon as possible.